All right, so we're going to talk about Apple and what the stock is going to do today and maybe for the next week or so or months or whatever. But, this just dropped as I'm recording this video. The payrolls increased by 517,000. No one was expecting that. So I don't know what kind of curveball that brings to the market. But in the pre-market, the market is down like 2%. Looks like it wants to almost give back everything it got yesterday. It's very just disappointing, so Apple posts disappointing first quarter results and Apple's earnings slow, steepest sales decline in more than 6 years. It's probably not too surprising, but you know what? Let's look at the charts. Apple closed at 150 yesterday, 150.82 to be exact. And right now in the pre-market, it's only down, about $2. That's not bad at all. It just makes you go, But let's just focus on, I got the weekly up, and you know what? I'm just going to focus on the weekly. I'm going to look a little bit long term. And this line right here, this is the recent resistance that Apple was kind of hanging out yesterday. And we really needed to see it kind of get above that. We needed to see it break that. So let's go ahead and just change that real quick to colors, this brightness up, because this is really the line that is important, and nothing is going to happen with Apple until we break that resistance. So what I think is just going to chop along here and possibly fall lower. That jobs number, wow. I mean, we heard what the Fed said earlier this week. Does now he got to throw a couple more interest rates hike on the table? I mean, that could be ugly for the markets. It could almost give back the whole rally if that's what the market starts to think. So here we are with Apple. It's 150. It closed. It's going to open up right around here, almost like here. I got to bring up the daily. We got to really zoom in here. And it's going to open up right around here, right there. Not too much of a give back, but you see that gap. So maybe we're just going to gap fill. And there's a little support right here, but I don't know. I'm not really looking at what is going to happen on the downside. I want to know I want to focus on what's going to happen on the upside. And for the most part, if you want to trade Apple to make money on the long side, we really just have to focus on breaking above this resistance right here. So if you are like, oh man, but if you want to own Apple and just accumulate it, accumulate. Start accumulating, but I think it's gonna chop right here. I think this is the next level of support, right about here. We got this downtrend line that we broke out. That was kind of exciting. So you got a little support here and a downtrend line. So for the most part, 134, 135-ish area. You see that stochastic in the overbought area. I don't really like that, but this is going to be an accumulation zone. So accumulate, this is a good thing. This is a good thing if you're trying to get long Apple for the long term. But if you really want to make money and watch this thing explode to the upside, we really need to get above this 150 resistance. So that's what I'm looking for with Apple. That's really one of the only things that I'm really concerned about to continue the rally. The rally does not continue until Apple gets above that area, if Apple's gonna go along for the ride. So here's the monthly chart, and I'm gonna zoom, and I got all this. You can see this resistance here. Let me go back to the weekly because I didn't even talk about it. Here's all the this resistance area. These are the guys that's kind of like it's trying to get through, that's selling it back. Anyway, but and these guys right here as well, right? It's just a tough little area. So here's the monthly again. Let's blow through it, right? And then we have something to talk about. We get through that area of resistance and, sky's the limit. Well, not the sky, but we'll be talking about that recent high. With that earnings report and the recent, what is it? The jobs number, man, 517,000. That is crazy. With that, who knows? I just don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Anyway, that's Apple. Tell me what you think. Subscribe, comment. Let me know what you want to hear from in the comments below, and I'll do a video on it. Thanks for watching. This is Dre.